What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And Bitcoin had that breakout out of the symmetrical triangle that I was talking about possibly forming yesterday, guys. Measured right from the back of the triangle to the point of breakout. And guys, another perfect target hit. Let me know in the comments if you actually made that trade and made some money. And I want to show you guys exactly what I found in the price action, which could lead up to a new pattern and a new breakout. Get your trades ready. And meanwhile, AMP is still pumping, guys. It actually pumped all the way up to 12 cents yesterday, guys. That's why I was taking some very small profits, guys, because another massive pump overnight, guys. This has just a lot of gas right now. Amazing times for AMP. We're going to go over this coin very thoroughly today. And Electroneum, guys, still working down this channel, but I actually found a new pattern which could avail us a new massive breakout, which would be really good for Electroneum as well, guys. Let's just talk about that and its potential to make some epic profits here, guys. I want to show you guys exactly how to take that trade. And guys, if you want to sign up to the student program, the links are in the description below. Get signed up straight away, guys. We have so much price action to go over today. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash the subscribe button, smash that like button. Guys, I'm going to dive right into the price action. And if you haven't signed up using my links, you can save up to over $7,000 in bonuses just by using all of these links right here. And be sure to follow me on each of my social platforms. I do crypto-related information that is pertinent, time-sensitive on each platform that you guys just can't miss. And guys, just yesterday I was talking about Bitcoin forming a potential symmetrical triangle here, and my gosh, it happened. Just very textbook here, and the breakout down to the bottom from the back of the triangle here, measured to the point of breakout. My gosh, guys, another perfect target hit. Check this video out right here where I told you guys about this potential trade. So we do have a very clear as day horizontal triangle right here. And it's very interesting to think about because it could also be an ascending. So for instance, you know, we do have a touch right there, and we are, you know, touching right there. Okay, guys, so let's start with Bitcoin here. On the bigger time frames, we did have that triple bottom. We started to get a little bit of a punch up here, guys. But it's interesting how with this rejection right here, it's very hard to say whether we should just kind of move the line up like this, okay, and just go straight across. And then this would be the major point of resistance as we speak. So guys, I think we actually got rejected by that again. So we could easily be heading down here, but let's look at the bigger or the smaller time frame so we can get a real idea of what's going on, patterns within patterns. Let's go over that right now. Okay. So for instance, we did have that symmetrical triangle that I was talking about in my last video, guys. Just amazing times. What a great little trade, guys. For those of you who are new to trading, when you make a trade like this with leverage and it hits 5%, say like you're even using 10x, that's over 50%, guys. That's a massive trade. A lot of people that don't know about this form of trading, you know, they're used to maybe 4, 5, 10, 20% max a year. Just did that in a day, guys. That's what we're talking about. You can make money whether the market goes up or down, and it's just the most rewarding feeling, guys. It's just amazing. So let's go down to an even smaller time frame. Obviously, this breakout has already happened. Congratulations to all who took this trade. All right, let's look to the smaller time frames to see if we can see any patterns forming here. Okay, so a few little things here. Okay, so I see something, it's interesting the way it's forming, okay, guys, but this is very clear as day to me right now. We have a couple big things. Okay, so we could have a head and shoulders, a big one forming out, okay? Let's see if this actually forms out like that over the next few days, aka we kind of get a little retracement here down to this previous support, which we can just kind of continuously extend, because it's not only relevance for the pattern, but it is also the bottom of this big green support zone, okay? So I think that's definitely a big point of relevance here, but in the shorter time frames, we actually have to watch for a potential pattern forming out here. Okay, so a few things could form out here. We could form a little W, okay? We could form, you know, an inverse head and shoulders. We could have it down like that, okay? We could form maybe a it'd be a dirty wedge. This would have to be considered overbought territory, but you know, we could form a big wedge here. You form something like that. Okay, you kind of have to wait for this to play out a little bit. This move just happened. Remember what I say, guys, when a breakout happens, there's usually a few things going on. So let me just try to elaborate that. So say like you have a symmetrical triangle, okay? And you have the price action bouncing around, okay? For instance, it comes down here out of a previous breakout. Notice that when it touches right here, this could be considered a pattern buy, but understand we don't know exactly where this will stop. That's where the confirmation of volume comes in. Okay, so for instance, when I take a pattern play, I don't like to take this play. I like to take the next one up here if I'm going to take a pattern play. Okay, I believe these two spots are your pattern plays based on a pattern forming. And other than that, your indication play will come right before the prior point of breakout. Okay, whether up or down, you will get the indication plays. Okay, and you can find those in just about board-wide indication, guys. So a lot of people, which indication? Well, you can use any of them. Okay, I like to give specific examples a lot, like the Stotch, the Bollinger Bands, the EMAs, the MAs. I mean, my gosh, guys, like the MACD, I could go on and on. Okay, there's so many different options, and that's the beauty of it. This is like a language where you have actual help to help you read it. I mean, it's incredible. No other languages actually do that for you. And in fact, most languages are compiled with many different meanings of the same word, which causes a lot of confusion, obviously. This is a language which you can absorb, guys. It's just readily apparent for you if you understand the information. So again, in simplicity, I like to take breakout plays, indication plays, pattern plays. Pattern plays will usually yield you the most profit when successful, then indication, then breakout. But the safest would be breakout, indication, pattern. Okay, guys? So wait for a pattern to form out here. And if you're looking for a pattern buy, wait for that second or third touch, and then play your indications to know which way we're going to break out, and then make that trade a reality. Okay? But let's talk about some other coins. That is what I think is going on for Bitcoin. But actually, real quick, let me just pull up the 4 hour. Okay? And let me zoom in here. Give me a second, guys. So as you can see, we're basically right below the 4 hour, or the 200 on the 4 hour right here, okay? So if we retest that, that is an extremely good sign that we could maybe even bump up and start to retest the major channel resistance, okay? And that would be really good. We have a lot of reverse pressure here. We would like to see us getting back up on the lead-in trend line and push away from the legacy line, let alone get above the major VPVR, okay? So we have a lot of work to do here, but in simplicity, if we can break above the 200, that is a very good sign. But let's jump over and talk about some other coins. All right, guys, so let's talk about AMP. This is just having a massive, massive movement. I mean, this is just incredible, guys. Check this out. So if you actually took this buy right here, where I actually took mine, I mean, my gosh, and like I said, I took some small profit right here, but oh my gosh, just one more day, another 182%. That's why I only took small profit, guys. It feels so good, and this is all free AMP to me. This is all free AMP to me at this point, which is really nice. And this is going to avail me some massive, massive profits as we start to work up, you know, 20, 30, 40 cents over the next year or so. My gosh, I just see this vision so clearly. It doesn't mean there isn't going to be retracements, guys. There's obviously going to be retracements. But this coin, like I said, will really have a lot of pump. That's why I started talking about it. A lot of people, for instance, ask me about a lot of coins. You know, for instance, I've gotten the Safe Moon. I've been asked about BTT. I remember you guys. I don't forget. And I've been asked about so many projects. Okay, and the reason I don't bring them up is if they've already mooned. You know, if they're already up big time. I don't like to push people on projects that aren't going to give them profits, especially on the YouTube aspect. Because, for instance, say like I put out a bad call, you know, or a project that then takes a massive dip. Like for instance, I'm not going to say the influence, but I was once watching an influencer, and you know, I have a lot of profits, so I was like, hey, I'm going to do a no homework buy. Not a good plan, all right? You know, that did not go well. And the reality is I don't do heavy money on anything off of anyone's opinion. I only do my own. But, you know, that's still just proof that, you know, there's clickbait out there, guys. Be careful. Be very careful. Clickbait is everywhere. I actually find it very hard to put up a video every single day with relevance. I mean, obviously there's a zillion coins. You could put out a video constantly, okay? But I don't want to give you guys stuff that's just not relevant. I only want to talk about relevancy. I want you guys to be learning your financial freedom and learning how to trade. So the only way to make that happen for you guys is an understanding of the indications and the price action, how it moves, the cycles. I mean, I could go on and on. You have to understand the big picture to make profits a reality, okay? So with this coin, guys, like I just said in my last video, with this massive pump, take small profits, okay? It is not a good idea when we bump up onto the next trend, okay, that you don't take something Okay, take something. Okay, that is my advice to you guys. That's what I'll be doing. Okay, and yes, we're going to see much higher times here. I really believe that, but in case that doesn't happen, that's why we take those small profits there, guys. So that's what I'm doing with AMP. And then same theories, but this one is still massively pumping, guys. I mean, we did get small pennant within small pennant here on the smaller time frames. But understand, guys, this has a lot of juice right now. I mean, look at the volume moving up here. This is incredible. So this could really pump up a little bit here. And as you can see, we're really just making some moves here. And now that we're on this trend, let's see if we hold it for a while. But we technically have gone back down below it at the moment. Okay, so we bursted above. We do need to get back on it. Okay, if we do get back on it, that's a great sign. And my gosh, we could easily be ending in the 20 cents by the next few months if it just keeps up on this bullish momentum. Remember, this trend is a much more direct path to higher prices than this one, that's for sure. So let's see what happens. Analyze your patterns, then take your patterns into patterns and play your indications to know which way the trade will form. But right now there is clearly no pattern, guys. We must wait. Okay, but let's jump over to Electroneum. Okay, so we've obviously been working down this big channel. Okay, and this is a major resistance zone at this point, and I was definitely hoping for a breakout right here, but we did not get. We kept getting rejected by even the 100. We never even reached the 200, guys. Never reached the 200. On a good note, I have found a very clear pattern here, so let's just talk about it. Okay, so we're still within this channel, obviously, the descending wedge, but we do have a very clear as day symmetrical triangle here. Clear as day. Okay, so what's going to happen right now is look at the volume. It's so low, guys. It's so low. And as you guys know, I'm a massive bag holder here. Nobody likes seeing this. Nobody likes seeing the price go down. Okay, and that's why we did take small profits way back. Okay, I can't express small. And looking at it now, yeah, I did wish I took a little more, but in reality, guys, I believe in much higher times. So for me, when this does have a movement that's pretty massive and it gets some attention, I mean, we're going to surpass these prices very quickly. Okay, so the reality is I'm not really willing to risk that. Okay, so that's my thought process on Electroneum. Okay, and I really do believe in much higher times, let alone the project itself. Okay, so yes, these are scary times, but guys, straight up, this is when you should be accumulating when it's down like this. Okay, after a massive retracement like this, remember the trigger was back up here, so we're moving down. We've been rolling and rolling over. Look at this. Okay, I don't want to BS you guys. I promise you, I have a bigger bag than you. All right, I don't know any of you. But it's the truth. I'm holding millions and millions of Electroneum here. Okay, guys. So understand, if I can hold, so can you. All right. It's very interesting to say because this could keep rolling over. So, guys, what I want you to understand is if you're nearing break even, take your profit. Okay. But and I can't even believe I'm saying that, but it's just what I should say to you. Again, I'm not going to give you clickbait. Okay. If we break up, that's a great sign, and we can think to maybe be retesting this zone. Okay, but a lot of work must be done, guys. We've got to break it back. We've got to break. I love how I go Italian all the time. Break it back above. We must break above the 55 to even retest the 100, let alone the 200, guys. We have a lot of work to do, and the volume after this massive spike is now low. Okay, so there's definitely a lot to think about here, guys. Watch for this pattern to form out right here. Okay. There's another one potentially starting right now. Watch for this pattern to form out. It could be a wedge, could be a little symmetrical triangle, could be a little double bottom here. Could be several things could form out, but in simplicity, if we can break out of here at least, that would be really good. But we could just continue moving down, guys. We've already had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. That considers a strong pattern to me. We could easily break out right here, guys. So just make sure you're appropriating your bags properly. Guys, all I can say is I'm holding at this point. Once we broke the legacy line, I am in strong hodl territory. I almost kind of just put it in the wall and forget about it, because other than that, it just drives you nuts. So, and again, remember I got in at 0.0018. Okay, so I'm still up 730%. But yes, guys, it will be painful to see that hodl position go down to, 400, 300, 200%. But I'm willing to do it, guys. I have, a lot of this is free Electroneum for me at this point. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at in Electroneum, guys. And that's really all the time I have for today, guys. And if you haven't checked out the student program, my gosh, guys, it's just something you have to experience. The success rate among the group is just really impressive, actually. I'm actually really blown away. My gosh, I mean, we have students that are, 10 hours in with, $30, $40, $50,000 of gains. It's just incredible. It is wild. It's definitely some wild times in Zion. So guys, check the description below if you're looking for the link. Sign up as soon as you can. We are booking into mid-July at this point. That doesn't mean you can't get in sooner. There's definitely some opportunity to get you in, but we are definitely booking into July, guys. So it's something that you have to kind of strike on. Remember, as Zion fills up, I have less and less time to teach newer people, and understand someday I won't be able to take any more people. So I really want you guys to hear this. I want to really help you guys get to where you want to get, but you have to take the leap. You must take the jump yourself. And guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. With cryptocurrency, I make it as easy as riding that wave. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.